BMW started developing motorcycles back in 1923. At the time, Max Friz was about to unveil to the world his creation, the R32, which would be featured a renowned engine that we all know today as the Boxer twin engine.
Let's just say a lot has changed since then.
Where's Da Vinci?
Yeah, they just wanna see me in the grave. I'm out the law in the rave. I don't know, I can't wait. You can read what you saw in the day.
I am here to tell you about this motorcycle right here. But before I do that, let me go ahead and get this intro out of the way. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, pretty much. How the hell are ya? Welcome back, guys. In today's video, we're going to be going over the BMW S1000R. If you haven't noticed, the obvious is you have a upright seating position, naked style bike. Now, before I go into kind of a deep review, as you could say, I have this bike for a whole day. I rented this motorcycle on Twisted Roads. I rented this bike because the Supermoto has been sold. That video should be out already. So I am no longer a sumo boy. Love the sumo, I love the whole idea behind it, but I mean, for the kind of riding I'm doing, it is just not for me. Now, already I am kind of disappointed with this motorcycle, not because of the actual motorcycle itself, but because of the condition that I have been given it. There is a ton of weird stuff going on. With that out of the way, I'm going to get my cheat sheet out because, like I said, I have really no idea about this bike other than it's a BMW inline 4, probably about 1,000 cc's. I just want to get the correct information out there for you. So the BMW is an inline 4 dual overhead camshaft, 99 cc liquid cooled monstrosity of an engine. It is very similar to the R, but it's just going to be significantly detuned, producing 165 horsepower with 84 foot-pounds of torque. Now that's actually a good number. I think that's an awesome street number, very manageable, but at the same time, give it all the beans and it's going to kind of clinch on for dear life. Now, in the market for a BMW S1000R and you're in the market for an R1M, go ahead and try to rent one. It's much better than a test drive. You can get time to know the bike. You don't have to worry about riding maybe 20 minutes and then bringing it back. You can't really make a decision on that. I would say rent the motorcycle for at least a day and get it, and then you can make a better decision then. I'm glad that I rented it because this is not going to be my first ride. I did ride it over here and I was able to get maybe about 20 to 30 minutes on it already, and I have to say, other than the engine being great, I'm not in love with the ergonomics. Now, it could be the fact that the seat is super fat and super tall, so it makes me feel like I'm almost kind of like this, but at the same time, the bars, they're so low, but they're actually their bars are actually coming back, so it's like I'm almost like crunched up. I don't know how to explain. I'm almost like crunched up in a way. It's just a peculiar riding position. The styling of this bike, in my eyes, I love it. I love the asymmetric headlights. I think that is very unique and just very different. I love the livery on this. It is a gorgeous bike. I will be taking this bike tomorrow to the canyons where I can give it a more proper review. Now, this bike does come with different riding modes. You have road mode, rain mode, you have dynamic pro, dynamic mode, you have ABS, traction control, you even have cruise control as well. Also, you have the electronic suspension. Let's see what's in the back. Yeah, no fancy Olins on this bike. I think this bike retails somewhere north of $15,000, looking like an Olins or whatever. You do get Brembo brakes. They're not the best by any means. I forget what those Brembos are, but they're definitely not the best, and I could definitely feel it. Like I said, I will be taking this bike to the canyons and we will see how this performs. But as of right now, it's just a street bike. I really don't have any issue with it. I mean, other than the fact that the ergonomics are pretty jacked up for my liking, but overall, it's a nice little bike. Awaits us today, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be the day that we take this S1000 to the king. Let's get a quick cold start to see how this engine sounds when she's cold. There we go. overall, right now, I'm pretty happy with this bike. Like, it's insane that I'm only in first gear and I really don't need to go in any other gear here. The BMW S1000R, I mean, it's a great canyon twisty rider. I can tell you is, for the canyon riding that I do, the bike literally felt like an automatic transmission because I really technically didn't need to shift up. I didn't need to get into any other gears, and I enjoyed it. That being said, the bike just kind of lacks character. I don't know how else to say it. It's definitely not something I really want. But just the fact that it can pop it up, that's the best part about this bike, for sure. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you're thinking about buying a BMW S1000R, maybe you can make a decision based on that. What you would probably have to change right off the bat, or what I would have to change right off the bat, is bars, seat. Try to lift up the suspension a little bit. It sits very low. Like I said, I'm 5'9" and I can flat foot, and I usually can't flat foot any bike I own. Also, I would definitely have to change up the gearing to make it a lot shorter than. So with that, stay up, 2 wheels down. Peace.
Do better, gotta be clever, gotta love more, that's a statement. Yeah, they just wanna see me in the grave. I'm out the law in the rave. Oh no, I can't